Yo, what's going on, guys? Ankit here. Welcome back to the channel. We are up against Lapes, Latin American players or something, this alliance. I know Legend 708 that we're fighting against currently, Apple. See him quite a lot in a lot of streams, mostly doing BGs or, mostly commenting on BG streams. So this is going to be a really big war for me because I take about 10 or 11 fights. I was only assigned 10, but I take another one that we'll get to in a bit. So first off, we got this Rintrah, and this one was far easier for some reason than the previous one that I faced on this same node. Again, he isn't really tough over here, and somehow right over there I managed to bypass his neutralize. Like, I gained my overpowered buff even though I had a neutralize on me, which is pretty strange. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it's just a quick and easy fight. I will be speeding up a lot of my fights because most of them I've taken a lot of times. There's no point in showing the whole thing. It's just repetitive at this point. We got Fury here, and yeah, he can be a bit tricky because this one has heavy hitter, or the one where he goes unstoppable on his heavies, which means in the second phase he's going to be annoying. You got to intercept, but again, Kingpin is pretty good, so it's not going to be a huge issue. I didn't get my setup right this time. We're not perfect. It was okay, but it wasn't perfect. But yeah, like I said, intercepting with him isn't really that hard, and it's pretty easy to get that good little intercept and get him down. So this was the thing that I was talking about. I just need to find an opening, and there you go. Very lucky maybe, or very easy light intercept, and Nick Fury goes down. All right, then we got Longshot over here, and I was facing him in incursions, and I had the Kingpin Trinity in the incursions, and I went up against Longshot, and Kingpin shrugged his Incinerate on SP2. Longshot had his Peer of Heart. There we go. He had his Peer of Heart active, but even then I shrugged off the Incinerate, which, you know, the Trinity will shrug off, but I didn't take any damage. So I was curious how that worked, and I did some testing, and I found out that as long as you don't have any bad karma on you, if you shrug off his Incinerate when he throws that SP2 while Pure of Heart is active, you're not going to take any damage. Or even if you have like 1 or 2 karma, like really low, you will take some damage, but it's not going to be that much. I think 4 or 5 karma, you're probably going to be dead. But yeah, I was like not thinking of pushing him to SP2. I just wanted to see what happens, and I just wanted to be like extra careful over here. So Longshot goes down there. Then I have this Maw, and going into this fight I knew I will be degenning once, and I remember my mistake from last war, so I made sure that I take that degen, because or I dex and I have him nullify my precision. Otherwise, the issue is that if I don't do that, he will throw one of his SP1, he will place a Fury on me, and I lose track of that Fury because there are too many things to think of in this fight, and I just accidentally hit him while Mystic Dispersion is up. But yeah, Ebony Maw, he wastes quite a bit of time when he throws that SP1 or SP2 even. I think I beta an SP2 somewhere here. So yeah, okay, there you go. So yeah, he just wastes a lot of time, so don't need to worry too much about it. So if anyone is wondering, the power lock lasts like 6 seconds, and the Footloose unstoppable evade lasts for 8 seconds. So, you know, 2 seconds isn't really that hard to stay away from him. So there he goes down. Then we got this Rhino. This is pretty easy fight. people normally place him on the next node just so that if someone is trying to use a slow champion, Rhino would just shrug it off. But I mean, this is pretty simplified. I just need to get one intercept here, and then I block real quick because he will get that second hit as well. And yeah, the fight is just going to be over pretty soon. I think this was like a 50-second or maybe a minute long fight. And I don't go for another intercept here because it's pretty low HP. And yeah, so just about a minute fight. The next day in the morning, we got this Doom boss or Doom fight. And I'm going to speed this up. This fight was kind of annoying for some reason. I don't know why. He wasn't tough. I think I was just dropping my inputs, or maybe the screen was a bit too sticky or fingers were sticky. It was too early in the morning, so that could be it. I take a lot of SP1s on my block. So yeah, I missed the I don't miss the parry over there. I just totally forgot that this is Mighty Charge. Because usually on Mighty Charge I'm just intercepting. I'm not really worried too much about the Mighty Charge node. So then at this point I just decided that okay, I'm probably just gonna go for SP3. But I want to make sure I have the power lock plus the Fury active, but I couldn't really do both of those. Yeah, I couldn't really get the, or maybe no, yeah, there you go. So I couldn't get both of them active. I could only have one of them. So I'm like, okay, let's just go for the SP3. I'll be able to deal quite a bit of damage here. So unfortunately, again, I missed that SP1 dex, but again, Kingpin is pretty chunky. And Doom doesn't really hit hard unless he's hitting you with that SP2 or with the Fury. So the SP1, it does literally no damage or almost no damage. So going up in the next fight, I decided that okay, I should definitely heal up. I was hoping that my combat regen boost would still survive, but it didn't, and I didn't really want to pop another one in. One of my officers said that Tigra is going to be a bit annoying, so be careful, but I didn't see why she would be annoying. She was pretty simple. She was also low sig. Not that it matters so much, but yeah. And I think she goes down in just about 40 seconds. Then we got this Silver Surfer right over here. And for this guy, oh, why did I? Oh, okay. It was a transition for some reason. But yeah, Silver Surfer is pretty easy. Just bait his SP1s. He will be power locked. I don't need to worry too much about his pretty much anything. I think I get that. So whenever I trigger a Mystic Dispersion Global, I dash back. I try to intercept with a light attack, and if that doesn't work, I just block, because then I just need to wait like a second or two more for the Mystic Dispersion to expire. So I'm like, just play it safe. There's no reason to, go for another intercept. So I think I will be yeah, this was a rank 4 Silver Surfer, but he doesn't really hit that hard. Pretty easy fight once again. I think do I go for intercept here, or I just go for the bait? Yeah, okay. I go for the bait, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, this was a pretty big war. I am supposed to take the Super Skrull fight up next, and then the Mangog fight, I'm supposed to leave it for a guy with Spider-Man 2099. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anti-venom, which is pretty strange to me, because he has a rank 4 Sig 200 Spider-Man, and he badly needs that synergy. I mean, not badly, but he really needs that synergy. So I was a bit surprised, but then, that guy is in Western time. I don't know, PST, Pacific time, I guess that's what the time zone is in America. So So he was asleep. He said that he will be up, but he was asleep and I was boosted. And I'm like, dude, it's just Mangog. I've done him so many times. I'll take him. So here we got the Super Skrull. He is on Conflictor. I had one of the officers place a read debuff on him just so that the debuff is consumed at the start and I can get my parry in. Because really with Kingpin, I just need to get my, like, the only time that I really parry is to put his Conflictor on cooldown so that I can place my power lock or something. So here I should have gone for a parry because I had the power lock, which means he wouldn't gain any power. I think I do that over here. Yeah, there you go. So that's pretty much the play. For the most part, if you're taking anyone with Conflictor. I got clipped over there a bit, but it's Super Skrull. He's not gonna hit that hard. Yeah, that's pretty much the fight. I think I should have been a bit more careful there, but you know, no harm done. And this was a bit of a long fight. Usually I'm done with Super Skrull, but you know, it's Conflictor, so you gotta play around with the power and everything. Yeah. And I get that Intercept perfectly lined up over there. Then I go for the SP1, and I think this should pretty much be it. Or almost. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so like I said, Mangog wasn't a fight that I was supposed to take, but here I am. I made a big mistake over here. I was gonna use invulnerability boost anyways versus Thing boss, because we'll be taking him as well. And I should have popped an invulnerability right over here, but I didn't. I don't know why. A brain fart moment, I guess. So yeah, as you can see, I have those read debuffs going on, and I just want to try and keep them up as long as I can. I don't think I will be able to keep them up always, but you know, if I can keep them up for half of the fight, that would be cool. And then over here, he just decides, and I dex, so I completely miss the dex, or I completely phase out the dex because I didn't see myself dexing. So I lose the read debuffs over there, and he clips me with the SP1 even though I was blocking, which is always awesome. And here I'm trying to bait his SP1, but he doesn't go for it. So I'm like, cool, I'll just push him to SP3 because I'm using 33% SP3 defense boost, and I'm gonna try and keep my SP1 degens active. I go for a heavy, and you see over here all three of my hits connect because I have the SP1 degen, plus I have 1 point in assassin, so I have 77% chance to not miss when hitting into his mystic dispersion, which was pretty cool. But yeah, we tanked this SP3, only does like 8.8k damage. If I had another SP1 degen, that would have done like maybe 5k. But yeah, at the worst, it's just a couple of more health potions, which I'm not too worried about. Alright, so Thing boss over here. So not last two wars, but a few wars ago, we had Thing boss twice. I think both of the time our player who was supposed to take down Thing died twice, or maybe they died once in the first attempt and twice in the second attempt. And I'm like, dude, Thing is such an easy boss. This is not 2019, this is not 2018. Thing should be like mod down easily. So I tell him that I'm gonna take Thing. I don't want to hear anything. He is really easy for Kingpin, and you're gonna see some quite interesting things happen in a bit, because of course SP1 shuts down his rock stack gain, well, partially, not completely, and it also bypasses the protection. But at the same time, if he has 15 rock stacks active, plus he has one SP1 degen, if you hit him, he won't really gain his or there's a chance that he won't gain his unstoppable. If he gains his unstoppable, well, I have the invulnerability boost active for that time. Also, just to note, this guy's, I IGN is Jesus, so that was something the leader was telling me. So yeah, over here it gets a bit sketchy, and I just like, so you see over there I had one SP1 degen active and I hit him while he had 15 rock stacks, but luckily that SP1 degen failed his unstoppable, but here it didn't. So you know, that's why I had that indestructible boost. But yeah, like I said, it's just thing, there is nothing really difficult about him. Pretty simple, straightforward fight. And I think I'd take about 2 minutes to take him down. It's a rank 4 thing as well, just FYI. He has like 520k HP, I think. I'm not sure. I didn't see it that well. But yeah, one more thing, if you guys are watching this on Tuesday, 26th of July, you know that the new featured crystal is coming out soon, in a few hours, and I will be posting a video of that. So yeah, make sure to check that video out as well. Thing is going down right over here, and I do some belly bumps just, you know, just for good measure. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.